Welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. In the last episode, we finished everything that we had in the shop here, but we did get some emails in, so let's go through those and see what we need to get done here. Alright, so the first one here says, "Hi, I'm in the market for a new PC. I need this PC to hit at least 4182 in benchmarks. Let's cool the CPU with an AIO cooler. I'm a total MSI fanboy. ASAP, please. It's urgent." So a budget of $3,500 to build him a new PC. So let's go ahead and we will accept that one. Hello. I used to build my own PCs, but I don't have the time anymore. Can you help? This part is important. I need to benchmark at least 4277. Can you install an AIO water cooler in it? I like nice and shiny new components. I need this done quickly. So a budget of $3,250 for a 3D Mark score of 4277. So let's accept that one. What's up? I need a new rig, and I hear you can help. Got to hit 4217 in benchmarks. Have you heard of Gigabyte? They're meant to be pretty good. Can you make this your #1 priority, please? So $3,500 for a 3D Mark score of 4217. We will accept that one. And the last one here. Hey, can you build a PC for me? I have to be able to play Feudal Fantasy 13 minimum spec. Have you heard of MSI? They're meant to be pretty good. I like nice and shiny new components. J. Jerome. So $3,750 for a Feudal Fantasy 13 minimum spec. So let's see what that is real quick. So minimum spec is a Ryzen 5 6-core 1600 and a R9 283 gig. So I think we can definitely build that for $3,750. Let's go ahead and accept that. Let's go back up to this one. Let me step away for a minute, get a build together for each one of these, and I'll come back in between each build and show you what I will be ordering, and we will get started. So I will be right back. So for the first build here, for the $3,500 and a 3D Mark score of 4182, we are going to get, let's see, that's right. We're going to get a MSI Z270 Gaming Pro Carbon motherboard, an i7-7700, an NZXT Kraken X62, 2 sticks of Corsair Dominator Platinum 16 gig 3200 MHz, 2 MSI GeForce GTX 1070 Gaming Zs, a 1TB M.2 drive, a 650 watt Platinum power supply, and we will put it in a Corsair Obsidian 750D. We're also going to put a 4TB Seagate Barracuda in there. We just already happen to have that in our inventory. So I'm going to start working on this one for the budget of $3,250 and a score of 4277. And I will be right back. And for this next build, for this one with the 4277 benchmark, we're going to go with a Gigabyte AX370 Gaming K7, I believe it is, motherboard, a Ryzen 7 1800X, 2 sticks of a Corsair Dominator Platinum 8 gig, I believe it's 3733 MHz. We're going to cool that with another Kraken X62. We're going to put 2 RX 480s in there, a Corsair Force Series, I believe it was a 960 gig SSD, 2TB Barracuda, a 550 watt Supernova Gold, I believe, and we're going to put that in the Cooler Master Mastercase H500P. So for the next build, for the 3500 and a score of 4217, all of these are pretty close within the 3D Mark score, so it's hard to kind of switch things up and make sure that I'm building different PCs. But let me get another build together for this, and I will be right back. Okay, so this shopping cart's becoming kind of a mess, but for the next build, we're going to do another Gigabyte AX370 Gaming, another 1800X. We're going to do 4 more sticks of this Corsair Dominator Platinum 8 gig 3733 MHz. We are going to do a NZXT Kraken X72, so that's the triple fan rad for that one. 2 of the Gigabyte GTX 1070s. The Silverstone, I think that's a titanium power supply. I don't remember the wattage. What was the wattage on that? I don't remember. I think it was 600 or something. A 4 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. We're going to get another one of these ADATA M.2 drives. And we're going to put that in the NZXT H440, the PC Building Simulator Limited Edition case. Okay, so for this last build, to play Feudal Fantasy 13 at minimum spec, he has a huge budget, the biggest one I believe of, yep, the biggest budget of all of them to play a game that doesn't require a whole lot. So we're probably going to max this one out as well. But give me a minute, and I will be right back with a build for this one. And for this last build, for the Feudal Fantasy minimum spec, again, here's what minimum spec is. We're definitely going to go way over that. I'm not going to scroll through all this. I'm just going to tell you what we're putting in it. We're going to get another Gigabyte AX370 Gaming Case 7, another Ryzen 1800X. We're going to put this CryoRig R1 Ultimate air cooler in there, since every other one of these has a liquid cooler of some sort. We'll swap it up with some air cool. We are going to put 4 more sticks of the Corsair Dominator Platinum. This one right here, we're getting 10 sticks of the stuff of the 8 gig 3733 MHz. We are going to get, put it on here, we're getting 2 more MSI GTX 1070 Gaming Zs. Another Supernova 650 Platinum. Another 4 terabyte hard drive. Another one of these ADATA M.2 1 terabytes. And we're going to put it in a Corsair Obsidian Series 900D. So we're going to do next day delivery. I'm going to spend this almost $12,000. We will end our day, and we will come back and get to work. All right, let's go end our day. We are almost broke. Okay. So here's all of our stuff. Let's see. Did we get any new emails? Just curious. Oh, we did. Good. So we'll go through those later. Let's start with the first one. I think it's going to be this here. Let's get the right. Who was this person? Tall Troll, I believe. Let's put that there. Let's get our next one here. And that was the Master Case 500p. And let's get our third build over here on this workbench. And what case was that? That was the special edition. Yes. Okay. Let's get this case taken apart so we can start putting components in it. Let's see, we probably need to take this off. We've got a cooler mounting up there. Okay, so for this one, we've got the MSI Z270 Gaming Pro, or Pro Carbon, I don't remember. We'll get this installed. And this one's only getting 2 sticks of RAM. Let's open up those clips. And what were we putting in this? A 7700, I believe. Got too many builds. Gotta start writing this stuff down. This one was getting the 2 sticks of Dominator Platinum, 16 gig. So let's get those in there. Let's get thermal paste on before I forget. And let's get our cooler. I believe it was one of these X62s. Can we install? There we go. Let's put it up there. Get it all screwed down. Let's go ahead and hook the cable up just so I don't forget. Okay. So let's remove some of these. We can get our graphics cards installed. We are putting in 2 MSI 1070 Gaming Zs. Get those screwed in. Okay. Let's get our power supply installed. And I think this one we were doing a platinum. So we'll get that in. And then we need... Oops, not that. We need a 4 terabyte. Guess I need to open this drive bay first. Now, let's see if we can put one of these in. Okay. Oh, and I think we were putting one of these ADATA 1 terabytes in. Can we still? Oh, good. We can still fit it in. Okay. Excellent. Let's start cabling this up. Let's use some red cables. Get fans connected. Case connected. Let's connect up these graphics cards. And the motherboard, CPU connector, rear fan. Okay. Are we ready for power? I think we are. Let's go into the BIOS here. And let's just make sure that XMP is turned on. Yes. Oh, should have put a USB drive in. Let's just do a quick power cycle. And we'll let that get installed. Let's put some of these case parts back on. Let's get this dust filter on up here. And we'll go ahead and put this side panel back on. Let's get 3D Mark installed on here. So we can make sure that we get the right 3D Mark score of 4182. Okay. Let's get this running. And as soon as it is done, if we hit a passing score, or even if we don't, I will be right back. So I think we crushed that score of 4182 with the score of 9756. That's definitely a passing score. So let's get the side put back on this. And yeah, I like that. That's nice. Let's power it down. And let's put this out in the hall. I'm going to go ahead and get this case picked up and put on the table here on the workbench. Let's see here. Done quickly. Number 1 priority. So we'll just work on this one next. I believe that was this, yes. Well, let's get the side taken off of this guy. Or actually all the sides. Take everything off of here. I think we've got to take these, yeah. And let's take this top off. Okay. So let's get a motherboard in there. It was one of these Gigabytes. In fact, these last 3 builds are all going to have a Gigabyte, the same Gigabyte motherboard in them. So let's get it installed. Okay. Let's get the Ryzen 7 1800X in there. And let's go ahead and thermal paste that. Let's see, this will be getting 2 sticks of RAM. So let's go ahead and open a couple of RAM clips. And it's getting this 8 gigs of 3733. Oops. We'll get 2 of those put in. Now we can get the CPU cooler installed, and it is this X62. Let's get that in here, and we will get it screwed down. And I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. Perfect. And then this is getting 2 RX 480s. So I'm going to go ahead and remove some of these. Hopefully all of this will fit. Is this, I'm trying to remember if this is getting, I think this is just getting a regular SSD. Yeah, it's getting this 960. I'm going to go ahead and install it, just because this graphics card might block the installation of that. So let's get these RX 480s in here. What? Will it will not fit? I don't want to install it there. Okay. Interesting. Why does it want me to install it there? Can I please? There we go. Okay. So, what do we need next? Hard drive. What is blocking that? I've got to take this off. Oh, okay. Haven't built, I think this might be the first or possibly second time I've built in this case. Let's see, we were putting a 2 terabyte. Let's get that in there. Oops. Get that closed. We may have to take this whole thing out. Yep, we are. Let's get our power supply. And for this one, we were doing, I think it was this EVGA. Let's get that screwed down. Okay. I think we are good to cable. Let's do a different color. Let's do... Let's do this ribbon braided white. Get everything connected here. Let me... I need to get the SSD put back in. Let's get the PSU mount. Maybe. Nope, wrong part. PSU shroud. Let's get that put back in. Let's get our SSD back in there. Okay. Let's finish cabling this up. Get the motherboard connected. Get all these fans. Those are some huge fans in the front. Oops. Okay. I think we're ready to power this up. Let's go into the BIOS. Let's make sure XMP is on. And I still didn't put a USB drive in. So let's power cycle this. While that's installing, I'm going to go ahead and put a few parts back on this case. We had to take an awful lot off. Okay. And... oh, that beauty panel goes inside. I'm going to have to take the back off of here. While I keep working on that, though, let's get 3D Mark installed since it takes a restart. Then I'm going to go back to putting these pieces on. Where'd that beauty panel go? Let's get that on. Now we'll get the side panel put back on. And let's get the top panel put on. Okay. So let's get 3D Mark running. And I'm going to let it run. And when it's done, I will come right back. So again, we have crushed the score. Let's see, what was it we needed? 4277, and we got an 8008. So let's get this side panel put back on. Let's power this down, and let's put it out in the hallway. And let's get to work on this build. This is a nice looking case. I haven't built in this. I've built in the H440, but not in this limited edition case. I'm going to start taking pieces off here. We have a very large cooler to fit in this thing, and I usually put them in the front. So I'm going to pull all of these out, including the fans. Get all these fans out of here. Okay. So let's get another one of these Gigabyte motherboards installed. Get the standoffs in. And we'll get it screwed down. Let's get our Ryzen 1800X. This one is going to have 4 sticks of RAM. We will open up all of those. There's 4 sticks of this Corsair Dominator Platinum, 8 gig, 3733 MHz. We're just going to fill these up. There we go. Let's get some thermal paste on here. And we will get our CPU cooler installed. That takes up the entire front of this case. Get that all screwed down. And as usual, I'm going to go ahead and plug in the CPU cooler. I believe this one we're also doing dual graphics cards. So let's get those out of the way. It is also getting, I believe, one of these ADATA M.2s, 1 terabyte, so we will get that installed. Okay. Let's get our graphics cards. It's getting the Gigabyte Aorus in 70s. We're going to get 2 of those in there. Huh, was that one used? Didn't know I had a used one coming in. Hold on. Let me just make sure we're not installing a used graphics card. That one's used. But let's not use a used one. Okay. Let's get this off of here and we can get our power supply installed. And for this one, we're using a Silverstone. This one right here, 600 watt. Nope, don't plug yourself in yet. Let's get this PSU mount back on. Okay. So, I actually bought a 4 terabyte hard drive to go in this, but I forgot that you have to take out all the hard drive mounts. So, it's just getting the 1 terabyte M.2 drive for this particular one, because I don't think there's anywhere that we can mount another hard drive. What am I looking for? Storage. Yeah, there's no place to put it. So we are not going to install one. Let's start cabling this up though. And let's do... wonder how this color would look. Oh yeah, that's nice. Let's do that. Start plugging everything in here. Get this stuff connected. Get the fan plugged in. Case connected. Let's go into the BIOS. And again, let's make sure XMP is turned on. Actually, before I do that, let me be smart this time and put a USB drive in. Now let's restart it. I'm going to go ahead and start putting this back together while everything installs. Let's get that on. Let's get the side panel. And we'll get the top installed. Okay, let's get 3D Mark installed on here. so we can see what kind of score we end up getting. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and run 3D Mark, and I will be back as soon as this is done running. Wow, so I think that is officially the highest 3D Mark score I've gotten so far in this game, 10,838. We definitely crushed the 4217 that they were requesting at 4217. So let's get the side on this. Let's power it down. Actually, I want to step back and look at that. That is nice. That's a good looking computer. Let's power it down. Let's put it out in the hall. Let's collect some money. I'm going to save this third build for another episode. But let's collect these. And this one. And this one. Okay. So we've got some new emails. We've still got one build. We'll get that done in the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next episode.